How many times have you felt drained after a conversation or meeting with someone, as if all your energy has been depleted? You might wonder, why? What is it about this relationship that makes me feel so exhausted? These individuals are what we call toxic people. But the story isn't as simple as it seems. One important thing to understand is that these behaviors are not always intentional. Many toxic individuals are unaware of the impact their behavior has on others. Another point is that toxic individuals can show up in any role: family members, close friends, professional colleagues, or even your spouse. Therefore, managing relationships with them isn't easy, as emotions and responsibilities often come into play. The good news is that by learning the right skills and strategies, you can deal with these individuals without sacrificing your peace and happiness. This article is written precisely with that goal in mind, to help you maintain your mental health and manage difficult relationships effectively. Who are toxic people? Toxic people are individuals who drain your energy, involve you in negative emotions, and limit your ability to grow personally. These people are not necessarily malicious or aware of their behavior, but their impact on others can be harmful. To identify toxic individuals, pay attention to the following behaviors and patterns. Emotional manipulation. They use your feelings to achieve their goals. For instance, they might accuse you by saying, "If you loved me, you'd do this," creating guilt. They constantly make you feel like you're at fault, even when you've done nothing wrong. Constant complaining. Toxic individuals always have something to be dissatisfied about and continuously involve you in their problems. Why is it important to recognize toxic people? Recognizing toxic people is the first step to protecting yourself. When you can identify these behaviors, you'll be more conscious in deciding how to handle them. The difference between a toxic person and someone struggling. It's crucial to understand that everyone can display unpleasant behaviors from time to time. Someone going through a tough time or under stress isn't necessarily toxic. The key difference lies in the consistency of these behaviors. Toxic people exhibit them persistently without making efforts to change. Why do these behaviors occur? The psychological roots of toxic behavior. Toxic individuals often have unresolved emotional or developmental issues in their past. These may include neglect or abuse in childhood. A person who was ignored or criticized as a child may manipulate others as an adult to compensate for those deficiencies. Lack of healthy communication patterns. Many people never learn how to engage positively with others. Why do toxic behaviors persist? Toxic behaviors are often repeated because they yield short-term rewards for the individual. For instance, if someone achieves their goals by making others feel guilty, this behavior becomes reinforced. Can toxic people change? Change is possible, but only if the individual is willing. If someone refuses to acknowledge their toxic behaviors or make an effort to change, the relationship is likely to remain challenging. How to protect yourself? Setting firm boundaries. Setting boundaries means defining limits to show others what behavior is acceptable and what isn't. For example, if someone constantly criticizes you, you might say, "I'm open to hearing your opinions, but only if they're expressed respectfully." Reducing contact strategically. In some cases, you may need to limit your interactions with toxic individuals, especially if their behavior is uncontrollable. This can include not responding to messages immediately, shortening the duration of meetings, choosing safe and neutral locations for encounters, maintaining calm in the face of provocation. Toxic people often try to draw you into arguments or conflicts. These strategies can help you remain calm. Take deep breaths and pause for a few seconds before responding. Politely end the conversation if it becomes tense. I think it's better if we discuss this later. Practicing self-care. To restore your energy and protect your mental health, engage in activities that bring you peace, such as exercise. Walking or yoga can help reduce stress. Journaling. Write down your feelings in a notebook. When the toxic person is a family member or colleague. Challenges in family dynamics. Dealing with toxic family members is especially tough because you can't completely distance yourself from them. In such cases, you can spend more time with other supportive family members. Address issues respectfully rather than engaging in direct confrontations. Managing workplace relationships. In professional settings, it's essential to remain professional and document everything. If you have a toxic boss or coworker, keep a record of conversations, submit requests and communications in writing. The path to self-improvement. Sometimes, we ourselves may exhibit behaviors that negatively impact our relationships. For personal growth, seek feedback from others, reflect on your own behaviors, and strive to break unhealthy patterns. Living alongside toxic individuals requires patience, skills, and awareness. But by applying the principles discussed, you can manage these relationships without sacrificing your peace and energy. Remember, you deserve a life filled with happiness and tranquility.